New trail today, Black Star Canyon. There's a parking lot. You have to get back into Santiago Canyon just a little ways. And I haven't been back here for a couple years, but we're going to be walking down this trail. It's kind of a flat trail for a little while. And then we're going to be getting into a little bit of a canyon. Go check this thing out. Haven't been here for a couple years, so I'm curious to see what's changed, if anything. But the first part of the trail is a little bit boring, so let's go check it. So, right away on the trail, get a snake. Look at this guy going across. All right, look at those little movements. I don't know what those movements are about, but you know, he's out there checking things out. It's not a rattlesnake. There you go. There you go. Here's going down this little bit of a flat part. You can see some people way up there. You get the rolling hills that are in the back, and we're going to be kind of going back over into those hills right over there. But there's some additional trails that you can kind of go off on. I've never done it before, but we need to come and try it out sometime. Got a hawk over there soaring around, looking for something to eat. Let's get down to the canyon. So you're on a frontage road out here, and as soon as you go past this kind of long road, it starts to kind of stream back in here, and then we're gonna go off onto the actual trail, probably in about another mile or so. So we've already walked probably about a mile, and some of the other things that we've seen back here is like cows, but also peacocks, strangely, because you know, California has got these random peacocks all over the place. Hopefully we can see one of these guys. Leaving OC Park's property. I don't even know where we walk into. I'm not sure, so I gotta look at a map and tell you guys, you know, what area that we walk into. It must be like a state park or something. You can see it on the camera, but look at the purple on those hills right back there. All the blooms are coming out, all on the sage. I think it's sage right over there. So it's these blooms, and they're looking kind of purpley. Yeah, well, it's that purple right there coming from this shrub. And actually, is it? Nah, it's sage. Yeah, it's sage. I love it. It smells so good. All right, we're starting to get back into the canyon. Just up around the bend here in a little bit, we're going to be turning into the actual trail, going down into the canyon. The last time I did this, there was a little bit of water, and it gets a little bit muddy. So that's the reason I wore my boots. But you get up to like a little waterfall that feeds this stream that comes through here. You can't even see into the stream. There's not a ton of water in Southern California, but we'll see how much there is. It is the spring, so maybe we're going to get a little bit more, and it does look like a little bit of rain clouds. We'll see. So usually I see a peacock by now. I just haven't seen one. I was really hoping to get one on camera for you guys, because I know that there's a bunch back here. And I know that there's bobcats and also a lot of coyotes and other things that could probably kill these things pretty easily, but they've survived. So maybe there's something that we don't know about peacock, or they can defend themselves pretty well. So hopefully we can see one here. Wondered about this place back here. You can see that there's a house that's kind of dilapidated, but there's a couple RVs that are parked back here. And then it looks like they got some type of little pond right over here for, I think I see a koi in there. Yeah, that's a koi. They got barbecues. Maybe this is a private residence that's back in here. I was almost thinking that it was part of the park service. You know, you can probably see up there. So there's that helicopter that's there. And they've been kind of going back and forth through this canyon. I'm wondering what they're looking for. Somebody, or probably an animal, or just doing some surveying. But they've been going really slow. Kind of curious. But this actually brings us up to our Black Star Canyon cutoff. So if you keep on going that way, you keep on going up the hill, and it just kind of goes miles and miles up into the hill. But this is our Black Star Canyon Falls. We're gonna go back here a little bit, check out the falls, see what's going on up in there. Now that I'm looking at it, it looks like a rescue almost. It's got the red on the side. I don't know, maybe something happened. Really any water back here. You can see like a little trickle in there, but that's about it. So we're going to go up along these side trails, see what it ends up as. Disappointing things that you run into is coming back into here. You get some people doing graffiti. Come on, people, don't do this. Okay, see, this is where my girlfriend would lose it, because look at all the flowers. You got orange ones, you got purple ones. It's kind of scenic back through here. It's not a terribly difficult trail. You just kind of boulder over a couple things, walk through the stream a little bit, and luckily there's not a lot of water, because the last time I was here there was a bunch of water. And you know, when it's coming up to these pathways, then you're trying to find another route, it becomes a little bit more difficult. So this is actually quite a bit easier.
All right, then.
Thanks.
Yeah, good luck. It's fun.
Boulders just getting a little bit bigger back through here. I think that the canyon, I can't remember exactly where the end of the canyon is and where the waterfall is. I think it's just right up here, maybe about another half mile. Little scene. So I'm sitting up above the stream, probably about 30 feet, 25 feet. And then we're going right up there. It's difficult getting up towards the backside of this canyon. So still going up, kind of bouldering, trying to stay away from the stream as much as possible. Stay on the high trails because it gets a little bit smoother dealing with this. And then sometimes some bigger rocks. Yeah. All right, just came across a couple people. Said that we're just about there. Need to go right up there just a little bit. Haven't been here in a while. It is a little bit tougher than what I remembered, because you do have to go up shit like this.
Oh yeah, there is like a tiny one. You guys check it out?
And there you go, that was the waterfall. You know, when they have more water up there, it's more scenic, but then it's more challenging to get up to because there's more water in the stream. But still cool to see. And I think anybody could, well, no, and not anybody could come up here because you can see how rocky it is. But come up and check it out. It's a cool hike, and it's right next to Orange County, or right in the middle of Orange County, in Santiago Canyon. So it's easy to get up here. You just drive up here, and I'll show a little map in the video on how you can get up to Black Rock Canyon. And once again, I'm screwing up the names of the canyons and everything. Black Star, not Black Rock. Getting out of here is just about as tough as getting in here, because you got to scale back down all this stuff, these big rocks, and get back through here. What I suggest is try to stay away from the stream as much as possible and stay on these high trails. You can't always do that, but it does help out getting through here. So actually I see the trail going down there, so I took the wrong way. So don't be afraid to double back, go on the trail that's a little bit more beaten, make your life a little bit easier. Yep, they don't have arrows, but on the way down they do have arrows. It is kind of helpful because it does keep you on track, but on the way up I didn't see a single one. No biggie. We find our way. It's a canyon. It's not like you're gonna get lost in this place, because the walls are basically straight up. You can see it straight up right over there too, and you're not going anywhere except for down and back the way that we came. Tough to get lost, but I'm not going to tell you to not download a map or bring a map along with you. I've got all trails that I use, and since I've been on this one a bunch of times, I didn't download it. Didn't really need it because I know where I'm going. Keep yourself safe. Starting to get down towards the end of the actual Black Star Canyon, and going to be meeting up with the trail that is really just like a frontage road that we got up here on. That was a straight shot and then kind of meandering up here. So I don't know what the difficulty is of this trail. I'm going to check it out, because I always forget when I come back to do this that it is a little bit more difficult than what I thought, because you're kind of doing this bouldering up over some bigger boulders, and you need both your hands. I'm not showing you all those situations because you need both your hands to kind of leverage you. Oh, look at that plant right over there. I forget what type of plant that is. That's cool. It's like a fluorescent green that's up on the side of the slope. But you need both your hands. And one of the things that I didn't bring on this little trip is I usually bring my hiking poles, and I should have brought them because it does help even in these tight trails like this. It just helps you get over the rocks and other things. If you don't have hiking poles, pick them up, because you almost use them in a way for, like, if you're cross-country skiing, if you've ever done that, a little bit more leverage, getting up over boulders and rocks. It keeps your pace. It keeps your arms up, because when you're hiking, if you ever noticed, blood kind of goes down into your hands when your arms are at a 90 degree and you're just working the poles as well. Your hands don't blow up like a balloon with all the blood inside of it. So that does help. This flower, that's pretty. My girlfriend's gonna like that. Back to the flower field. Look at that. Nice color. This is gonna be all brown in about a month when it gets hot. Very nice. We are at the end of Black Star Canyon and about to get onto the more manicured trail up here. Show you the sign so you get a better context. You go up this last little hill right up through here. Hey, how are you?
How's it going?
Good. Here's kind of this little place where people have their RVs over here, and their nice little setup with their pond. Maybe we can spy back over in here and check it out. Oh yeah, look at that pond. And I can see one little fish in there kind of swimming around. They got a patio set up over there. I wonder if they kind of tend to this area or kind of secure it. I'm kind of curious. But they've got their little eating area down here. Got their RVs not too far away from Orange County. So if they want to get out of here, they could go do it. I wonder how, yeah, I'm really curious on how all this works and how they're able to stay up here. They've got to be like state employees or something like that. All right, so just about to the end of the kind of winding road coming up here. It's starting to widen out. Then we're going to get in that straight shot going right back to the parking lot. Last little bit coming down here. And then the rocks that I was talking about, if you can see them in the background right over there, that's what I'm talking about. So they go all the way down there. I gotta go check those out. I'm sure that there's trails that go over there. There's fences, but I thought I saw a couple trails that go over there. So another video, I'll go ahead and check those out. All right, coming up to the end here. Finishing up, somebody's coming through the gate. So obviously people do live back here. Do you want me to shut it for you? Okay. Yeah, here's the main gate. My car's back right over in here. Mountain lion country. Oh yeah, I forgot. I think that there was a mountain lion back here not too long ago. Don't let that bug you. Just come and hike. I've never seen a mountain lion once, and I hike a shitload of miles every year.